Hi and welcome back to my playthrough of Dreams and Shadows. It's been quite a while since my last episode of this playthrough here, but unfortunately I was really sick as a dog and I might still sound a little bit nasal, so apologies for any strange sounds you might hear during this episode. And as you might be aware or might still remember, at the end of the last episode we basically entered Act 2, and this also means we were allowed to flip over Morrigan's character card here, so we know what we are dealing with right now. So she spawned on the board with her. She has those 4 Morrigan invaders there, and the idea is still to take her out. Unfortunately, we cannot defeat her until all of other foes on her space are defeated as well, and those guys are particularly tough. But yeah, I think we only have 5 more turns left. Those turns now only consist of the action and the combat phase. So we don't see any events, we don't see any more scenario cards, so that's pretty much it. And I was unfortunately correct about those boon tokens, as we are not allowed to use those in any combats or whatnot. So those are really only good when it comes to actual scenario cards. There might be items in the deck that might leverage those boon tokens, but here in this special case I think we will not be able to use them. We are still allowed to use this gold. This is good, so we can still whatever equip our heroes here. But of course, yeah, time is really of the essence right now. We have 5 turns in order to take her out, and every end of the turn Morrigan will move to another capital space. We'll leave a shadow token there, and on her way she will also take all of the foes with her that are still on the board, and there are really plenty of those. Okie dokie, let's start the round, and I think Nora has to go first, and she wants to at least try to weaken those jPlay Master. And again, thanks to Pencil Paulie for making me aware how to pronounce this Gaelic name correctly. It's she and not Cede or whatever I tried to pronounce her last episode. So again, thanks for making me aware. So with her first action, she will move right onto this realm space there. There she will use her special action, which says she's allowed to ambush a foe on the same space. Right now, that's the jPlay Master. And I think that she will activate her onslaught ability, which gives her a might +2. This can be activated once per turn, so this is pretty specific in the rules, and lasts for a single combat round. The good thing about this combat round here is now the jPlay Master is not allowed to hit back, so we are not suffering from this agility penalty basically. So for Nora, that's really the perfect card. So we have 2 might here, 3, 4 might plus her 3, that's 7 might against the defense value of the jPlay Master of 7. I really like pronouncing that name right now. So let's see what we can do. So we are basically even when it comes, so every point now counts, or every pip counts. So let's see what we roll. And that's our standard 3, but definitely good enough to bring her down to half of her health points, which is really a lot. So let's mark those points here. Unfortunately, we can use this special action only once per turn basically, but we still have 1 more action left, and I'm thinking of trying to recruit those Valkyries down there. We have to test our, what's this, persuasion against a score of 7. Her persuasion is a 2, so we would look for a 5, but I think it's really worth the risk. We could heal or do something like that, but I think it's not that bad right now. So let's try to get those, because with this Valkyries we might be able to also boost our agility by 1 point, which could be really make the difference between winning or losing this game. So let's see if we would be successful or not. I decided to go with another die, and I think this is a die from Fallen City of Caress. So let's see, I'm really tired of rolling all those 3s right now. We're looking for a 5. Come on, can you believe this? Awesome, very good choice marks to change dice here. Not cheating, I'm promising. So we were able to get those Valkyries with us. This is great. Unfortunately, we cannot stack those companions in a combat check. So every feat, or basically any keyword here, can only be used once for a single test. So only 1 companion, 1 weapon, and 1 combat feat, you name it. but at least those Valkyries are kind of better than those mercenaries. That's not too bad. Let's see what new card we get, and I think I want to remove the shaman here as well. I'm allowed to do that, keep in mind. So let's see, mail armor. Buy 2. Wow, this is awesome. This is really great. So this is an awesome piece of item for Tamlin. Yeah, that's awesome. But let's see, what else do we get? Heal. Okay, that's a spell. Costs 2 and requires, of course, our Spirit Touched ability. As an action champion on the same space, may you gain 4 health points. Wow, this is also awesome. Okay, that was the turn of Nora anyway. So let's move over to Tamlin. And I think Tamlin will move down there to this capital space. And I think he wants to buy that mail armor there first. This costs him 2 pieces of gold. He still has 1 more left. So yeah, let's grab this. And the good thing about this mail armor here is that he can combine the mail armor with a sword and shield, because this is a weapon and that's an armor. So that's really actually a pretty good combination. Unfortunately, we are lacking 1 piece of gold in order to get this spell here, the healing spell, but I think I might be able to get this during the next turn or so. So let's reveal the card here. What do we have here? Oh, another Call the Storm. Okay, this is something we already have. We only have 1 Spirit Touch character with us, so I think this is something we should get rid of during one of the next market phases. Originally, I was thinking to get rid of that fear with his 3rd action, but I think Nora could be in a, let's say, dangerous situation, because she's all alone with that Blade Master there, and I just noticed something. Combats against those Blade Masters are considered to be a duo, so Nora was not allowed to use the mercenaries when attacking and ambushing her, basically. So we have to remove 1 wound point, because we added 1 point of might from the mercenaries, I believe, or from the Valkyries. Cannot quite remember, it was 1 might point. So yeah, we have to get rid of 1 of those wounds here. So luckily I was able to catch this before I was able to defeat her. So in this case, it's even more important that Tamlin will move her, because his fight is not based on any companions here. So he might be able to at least take the hits from her. And this brings us right into the combat phase, and our heroes can now join their forces, basically, so they can both attack the same target. And now we can also decide who goes first. And I think Nora wants to attack first. Again, we are not allowed to use her or the Valkyries. It's a duel, so companions do not count here, but she can still use her hunting knife. We already used or exhausted our onslaught combat feat here, so we are also not able to use it right now. So we just have the might of 4 plus 1. That's actually only a 5 against the defense of 7 right now. So we are at a 4, and we are looking for at least a 4 in order to do 1 wound here. Okay, that can be a tough one. So let's see. Cannot help it. Okay, we are looking for a 4 or more. That's a 4. Awesome. I definitely take this. So this was the attack of Nora. And then it's Tamlin. He has just this might of 3. He would get a plus 1 here, but unfortunately he's in so much fear that he is not even able to use this sword and a shield, at least not for attacking. So he's covering behind a shield or something like that. So 3 it is. So for him we are looking at least for a 5. There's nothing he can do in order to do any rerolls. No, a 5 it is. And that's only a 2, not good enough to inflict the wound. Now the Blade Master will hit back, and we can now normally choose who's going to defend her. And I think in this case it's pretty clear that Tamlin will take the hit here. So we have here the agility of 3 against the attack of a 9. So he needs a 6 in order not to take a wound. The good thing is he has his sword and shield, he has his mail armor. So this is reduced by 3 in total. So a 3 would be enough in order not to take a single wound for Tamlin. So that's not too bad, actually. So let's see what we can get. That's only a 2. Wow, that's not good enough. So he has to take 1 point of damage. And wow, he's really close to dying. This is really a problem, because if a champion would be defeated during Act 2, then he's out. There will be no respawn whatsoever. Nora would be all alone, and yeah, then of course the game is pretty much over. Let's move into the next combat round. Again, Nora will go first. We want to see how well she does. And I forgot I could have rerolled. Of course I could. Oh man, I'm stupid. I forgot the willpower. But yeah, okay. Now it's done. I have to remember that. It's still those painkillers. Might make me a little bit dizzy. Okay, I think let's move over to Nora. She still has her might of 4 against the defense of 3. So again, we are looking at least for a 4 here. That's a 6. Wow, that's cool. 6 plus 4, that's 10. Minus 7, that's 3. Awesome. So She-Blade Master is defeated. That's so cool. Awesome, very good roll. I like this die a lot. And so basically Tamlin does not need to hit back, so we can basically jump over this. And yeah, let's go to the defense phase, and yeah, let's have him defend again. We are looking for a 3, only a 3. Maybe I should use one of the black dice now from the original from the game. And that's again a 2. So I think in this case I don't want to take another wound, so I will give away 1 point of willpower, even though willpower is more important. No, I think not. No. I think we would be able to heal. Let's take that wound and let's just get rid of that Blade Master. Awesome. This grants us 2 pieces of gold. Unfortunately, Nora was dealing the fatal blow, so she's allowed to get that gold. And again, we are at the end of the combat phase, and unfortunately the Witch's Wheel still curse the one of the nearest character. Again, I think I will roll a die. 1 to 3 is Nora and 4 to 6 is Tamlin. Okay, that's another curse for Nora, so I think she will never be able to use her Survivor special ability, which would allow her to roll an extra die on a wild space. This is really a pity. But all the other special abilities of all the other foes are not triggering anymore, because they only count during Act 1 basically. So the last thing to do would be to place a shadow token if Morrigan would be on a capital space. Right now she's not. So the next thing she would do is move up to 2 spaces to the next capital space without a shadow token, which would be here at Dragova. And yeah, there we will spawn another shadow token. And as soon as all of those shadow tokens, or all those capital spaces, are covered with shadow tokens, this will end the game. But we will not care to really remove those shadow tokens, because the game will be over before she will be able to spawn all those shadow tokens on capital spaces anyway. Let's move to the second turn of Act 2. But I nearly forgot. Of course, we still have to roll for those conditions there. So curse number 1, we don't want to see a 1 here. That's a 3. It's also a 3. The second curse, that's a 1. Oh, Nora will lose 1 point of willpower, but right now that's still okay. And then we also have to roll for the madness condition here. That's a 3. Nothing bad would happen there. I think those were all of our conditions we could roll at the end of the turn. So, and now we would jump over to the new action phase. And I think the first thing that Nora will do, she will give 1 piece of gold to Tamlin down there. So this is her first action, gift or take. Then she will move here to that, what's this, wild space here. And at this wild space, she will use her ambush special action against those Fomorian invaders. So I think again she will use her onslaught ability. So that's 2, 3, 4. Now she is allowed to use her companions. 4 plus 3, that's 7 against the Morrigan invaders defense of 6, so we already have 1 point in our favor. That's not too bad. So basically we are looking for a 4 in order to take those guys out completely. Oh gosh, that's really a pity. So I think she will spend 1 point of willpower in order to re-roll this die. No, she cannot. She cannot because she's cursed. Wow, this will be pretty tough. Not sure what I will do about this, but still I was able to inflict 2 wounds here, and those 4 Morrigan invaders, not enough to take those guys out. That's really a pity. And I think she still has 1 more action left. No, she doesn't. She gifted, she moved, and yeah, that's attack then. That's pretty much it. So let's move over to Tamlin here, who is still on this realm space, and there he will buy the healing spell here for 2 pieces of gold. That's pretty cool. Let's grab it. We are still allowed to replenish the tree, so let's get rid of this card here as well. We don't need it. Another mail armor, we already know this one. And here we have another spell. It seems Spirits of Rage, costs 3 gold as an action, plus 1 might to all. Wow, this would be so much cooler for the rest of the turn. Wow, this would be an awesome spell. Yeah, but unfortunately we spent our money for this healing spell, which is also very important, especially for Tamlin here. And I really hope I understand the rules right, that you are allowed to use this healing spell on yourself. It says a champion, not another champion on the same space. So in this case, I would really imagine we would be allowed to heal ourselves, which we will do anytime soon, but maybe not now, because the Call the Storm spell might be more important, to be honest. It's kind of a risk, I know that, but I think I have to take that risk right now, because those guys will now hit back and the witches will also hit back. So I think let's move him up here with his 2nd action, and for his 3rd action he will Call the Storm once more against the Morrigan invaders, and we are looking for a 3 in order to take them out. That's the 3! Awesome! Incredibly close. So he was able to defeat those 4 Morrigan invaders. Great job, and they give him 2 additional points of gold. Awesome, and we theoretically have now enough gold in our pockets to get this 3rd spell down there. Okay, that's certainly tempting, but let's grab this gold here. And then we come right into the combat phase. Right now, that's only the witches we have to engage. They have a defense of 6, a strength of 8, which is not too bad for some witches, but they are not too strong in respect of hit points. And I think Nora will go first here. She can still use her hunting knife, her Valkyries. That's 2 plus 3. That's a might of 5 in total against the 6 of those witches. Yeah, that's the case. Where's my lucky die? There it is. So yeah, we are 1 short already. So 2 is the minimum we want to see. And yeah, guess what? I think I will not spend another point of willpower right now. We will just give this 1 wound here to those witches. And then we come to Tamlin. Of course, he will also hit those witches. And again, he only has a might of 3 because he still suffers from that fear mental affliction down there. So it's a 3 against the 6. Not really promising. So we are looking at least for a 4 in order to do something. That's a 1. That's definitely not good enough. I will not spend another point of willpower, not against those witches, because they are really beatable. They will now hit back with the attack of 8, but of course Tamlin will take the hit once more, and again he will reduce that strength by 3. That's only a 5 now. He has an agility of 3, so in theory he only needs to roll a 2 in order not to suffer a wound. So let's really hope for the best. If he would roll a 1 now, then we have to use a point of willpower, because otherwise he would be dead. That's a 3, good enough. So let's jump right into the next combat round. Again, we see the might of 5 of Nora against those witches here. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? That's again only one. But yeah, let's keep on rolling. The 3 of Tamlin against the 6. Again, not good enough. Let's defend. Again, we are looking for a 2. That's good enough. Now they're rolling good for defense. Yeah, that was already the second combat round. So let's keep on rolling. Again, Nora will go first. Again, 5. 5 plus 2, that's 7. Again, only 1 point of damage. Are you serious? They're really not that tough, guys. And yeah, then again, it's Tamlin. He has a 3. 3 plus 4, 7. Oh, it's also 1 point. At least we are doing something now. And now he has to defend again, at least a 2. 2, 2. No! Oh, gosh. Okay. Now we have to, yeah, get rid of 1 point of willpower in order to reroll that die. And now we need to see at least a 2. Yeah, good enough. Okay, cool. I'm good with that. Now, next combat round, and Nora will hit again. Again, she has a might of 5. We're only looking for a 2, guys. Yeah, that's good enough. This is something that she should have rolled really, really, really much earlier, but okay, I take it anyway. So those, oh, they are dead. Of course, we still have to defend. So Tamlin does not need to hit those guys. And who will now defend? Should I really consider having Nora defend in this case? But no, she can take... No, let's do it. He will defend. We're only looking for a 2. Ah, that's good enough. Okay, he does not take an additional wound here. Awesome, so those witches are pretty much dead, and this means, oops, let's grab some money here. So we were able to loot those, not really rich, but at least that's better than nothing. Awesome. This is the first turn ever no one gets cursed, because we finally were able to get rid of those witches. So yeah, before I forgot, let's roll for those conditions. of first curse. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Okay, we have to lose 1 point of willpower here. Second curse. 6. Awesome. Okay, at least we are able to get rid of one of those curses. And then it's the madness condition. That's a 4. Yeah, nothing good or bad would happen here. Okay, that's not too bad. Then we move over to Morrigan, and Morrigan's closest capital is down here, only 1, 2, 3 spaces away. All the others are at least 4 spaces away, so that's where she will move. 1, 2 spaces down to that realm space. She will not leave a shadow token there, but of course she will make her attempt during the next turn. Then we will move the turn tracker ahead, and then we will jump right next into the next round.